Welcome to the Specialty Products Company installation video for the 3569 Ford Bronco fully adjustable upper control arms. These arms feature strong tubular steel construction and new cross-axis sealed flex joint bushings for superior ride quality. New premium maintenance-free ball joints allow easy on-vehicle adjustment and a redesigned boot to repel contaminants. Lift and safely support front end of vehicle. Remove wheel and tire. Tech tip: recommend SPC number 81139 magnetic adjustable camber gauge be installed on the brake rotor and zero. Remove OE nut and washer from arm to frame bolt and remove OE bolt and arm from vehicle per manufacturer's procedure. Remove OE nut and washer from arm to frame bolt and remove OE bolt and arm from vehicle per manufacturer's procedure. Discard all components. This will require the disconnection of steering shaft U-joint on driver's side of the vehicle. Ensure orientation of U-joint is notated marked to aid in reassembly. Install SPC control arm onto frame tower using provided arm-to-frame bolt with supplied spacers between cross-axis and frame tower as shown. Using provided arm-to-frame bolt, place one supplied offset washer onto head of bolt. When installed, offset washer flange should be away from bushing flange. Place second supplied offset washer over protruding end of bolt. Again, ensure that the offset washer flanges are installed away from bushing flanges. Install provided lock nut and torque arm-to-frame bolt to figure indicated in the supplied instruction sheet. Note: unlike OE rubber bushings, cross-axis bushings pivot freely and may be fully torqued without placing weight on suspension. Note: for most trucks with 2 to 3 inches of lift, setting D should return caster to manufacturer specifications, but it may be necessary to use different positions on each side. Install star plate over hex on SPC ball joint per chart to achieve desired caster change determined by the caster change chart in the instruction sheet. Insert SPC ball joint up through bottom of SPC control arm, indexing star plate in machine slot, and then install supplied top washer and nut. Install supplied castle nut and torque nut to specification listed in the SPC installation instructions. If cotter pin does not line up with a castle feature, tighten further, but only until cotter pin can be installed. Install supplied cotter pin. Pivot OE heat shield previously moved back into position and reinstall bolt. Reinstall tire and wheel assembly. Lower vehicle and torque wheels appropriately. Jounce to settle the suspension. If additional caster adjustment is necessary, loosen ball joint top nut and reposition star plate to rotate ball joint relative to arm. Adjust camber by loosening top nut and sliding ball joint in control arm slot. Note: it will be necessary to raise vehicle to make camber caster adjustments with SPC arm. To do this, push rear lower adjuster outward towards tire and pull front lower adjuster inward towards center of vehicle. The lower control arm adjusters are far more efficient at creating clearance. This typically requires using ball joint position E. With vehicle weight on suspension, fine-tune alignment using OE lower control arm cam bolts. Tech tip: with the weight of the vehicle forcing camber in the negative direction, negative camber change can be accomplished without lifting the vehicle by placing a large, flat-bladed screwdriver behind the SPC ball joint and gently loosening the large nut. Control the amount of movement and tighten the large nut to lock the SPC ball joint in place. Note: camber and caster can be set with SPC upper control arm as well as lower control arm cam bolts. In most cases, it is recommended that lower cam bolt be set to their neutral position. This way, they can be used to fine-tune caster setting. Alternatively, If caster is set to max position with lower cam bolts, and final alignment is achieved with SPC upper ball joint settings, more tire clearance may be obtained at rear of wheel opening. When final camber caster settings are achieved, torque top ball joint nut to specifications listed in the SPC installation instructions. Complete toe adjustment, lower vehicle, and remove all alignment equipment. Always check for proper clearance between suspension components and other components of the vehicle. Test drive vehicle. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow SPC on social media for new video releases and industry tech tips.